Today I'm going to share with you a tactic that helped me go on a 10-game winning streak on Football Manager 2026. Now before then, we're actually having inconsistent results, a lot of defeats in there. My team was losing control in most of the games that we were playing. And then when I went on to switch to this system, it's a very simple system. We went on to go on a 10-game winning streak, only losing once to Manchester City, I think it was 2 goals to no in a League Cup game. And in that game, I actually rested players. And the following game, when we played against Man City, almost immediately I went on to play my first team and then we beat them 3-1. Now, this system is very simple. You don't really need any internal player instructions or whatever. Let's just go over here to match day. And on the match day, we're going to look into the tactic screen. And this is the system. It's a combined 4-3-3. In possession, the system is actually a 4-3-3 system. And out of possession, it's a 4-1-4-1 system. I chose this shape because it allows my team to transition from our in possession shape to our out of possession shape very easily. Now, the tactical style for this system is actually a tiki-taka system. And what I noticed in FM26 is that tiki-taka actually has a lot of control in FM26. If you have good players that are very good passers of the ball, you don't really need to play high intense, high tempo football all the time. You can actually play complete control football, and then it's very difficult for the AI to actually catch you. You can go ahead and string a few passes together, keep the ball as often as you can. Now, what even led to this system was actually when I was playing against another team, I noticed how often they kept the ball and how difficult it was for my players to actually get the ball off them. And I realized that maybe playing a shorter passing tiki-taka style of play would be very effective, and it was. So playing like that on Football Manager actually has helped us get good results. So another important thing you need to notice before we go over to the player roles and the team instructions is to understand the fact that you need to have players that can actually pass the ball. And there are a few fast players in my team, but most of my players are playmakers that are not the very quickest players in the league, but they are very good at passing the ball. Like Daniele van de Donk over here. She has good passing, good vision, good teamwork and work rate, but her pace is like 13 and acceleration is 13 as well. So not the fastest. We can't really play super high tempo with, that kind of pace. So I just realized that playing possession football might help us, and then we switched to that and helped us get good results. So over to the player roles then. We'll start with the goalkeeper then, but let me just use the combined screen so we can look at both roles side by side. The goalkeeper here is a ball playing goalkeeper, and out of possession, she's going to play as a ball playing goalkeeper. So just select the role for ball playing goalkeeper. No internal instructions for her. Out of possession, she's going to be playing as a standard goalkeeper. Now, ignore the wing back instruction that you see here. It's not supposed to be wing back. That is a click from Football Manager itself. You can see once I go ahead and select it, she is playing as a super keeper. So for the goalkeeper, ball playing goalkeeper, super keeper. For the centre back, on the left hand side, you have centre back, both out of possession and in possession. For the right sided centre back, you have a ball playing centre back. Yes, and then out of possession is going to be a normal centre back. Ignore the glitch. Just go ahead and click that row. You can see normal centre back out of possession. For the fullback on the right hand side, you have an inverted wing back or inside wing back, like they like to call it in FM26. Out of possession, you have the not centre forward outlet, but the pressing fullback this time. Pressing fullback and inverted or inside wing back. For the left back, you have an inside fullback, but out of possession, she's going to be playing as a holding fullback. So showing glitch again. Now for defensive midfield, you have a deep line playmaker and a standard defensive midfielder. And in central midfield, you have a midfield playmaker, which is almost like a roaming playmaker if you're used to that in previous Football Manager games. The midfield playmaker is going to be the in possession role. Out of possession, this player is going to be a central midfielder, just the standard central midfielder. The right-sided central midfielder is going to be the pressing room, and then you have an advanced playmaker in possession, by the way. But out of possession is going to be a pressing midfielder, not a pressing defensive midfielder, just a pressing central midfielder. So most of these roles, they're very simple roles, no internal player instructions assigned to them. On the wings, on the right sided winger, we have a winger that is just a generic winger, but out of possession, the winger is going to become a wide midfielder. Ignore the stopping centre back. It's going to be just a generic wide midfielder. That is something Football Manager probably needs to fix in the future versions of the game where the roles appear wrongly. The left winger is a wide forward and also another wide midfielder. So just playing out of possession is a wide midfielder, not a centre splitting whatever. Wide midfielder here. Now the main role, the center forward role, is a deep line forward and also playing outside on the out of possession role. It's a normal center forward, really. So if you look at out of possession, not the pressing fullback, you can see just a normal center forward. So nothing too complicated. But the instructions, however, is mimicking a tiki-taka style of play. So you don't really need to go ahead and worry about any team instructions. All you need to do is go ahead and select the tiki-taka style of play. All the instructions are going to come up. So you don't really, well, I could go through them each and every one of them one by one. It's probably going to make this video longer than it needs to be. So just go ahead and select the tiki-taka style of play once you're done selecting all those player roles. And then if you look at the instructions, it's going to just copy over all the instructions that you need to replicate the system. Much shorter passing, much lower tempo, keeping the ball in play. discouraging dribbling like we know in FM24 is really, really difficult, and also discouraging shooting from distance, walking the ball into the box, helping you maintain possession, and then try to keep the ball and try to score. Out of possession, you're also going to have a high press and a high defensive line with more often trigger press. Nothing else too fancy except most of that. You can see all the other instructions. But like I said, once you go ahead and select Tiki-Taka, all these instructions are going to just apply. So that is the system that helped me go on a 10-game winning streak. We're still pushing on to try and finish in a higher position in the league. So far, so good. Let me know how the tactic works out for you. I'll see you in the next video.